What is up, ladies and gents? It's your boy Lou Streets, and I am back with another video of the gift that just keeps on fucking giving. So obviously we know that Mango got banned from C9 because of the egregious behavior on screen with humping girls' heads on camera, humping all night like a dog in heat, all that weird shit he was doing in multiple clips, right? So after that happened, Ludwig ends up canning him from his events, saying that he wants to create an environment where everybody feels safe, in particular the girls, and nobody can feel uncomfortable. Well, now, the reason that we're coming back to this is because there is developing stories on this, because more footage keeps coming out of Ludwig actually encouraging all of Mango's drinking and wild behavior. But then when shit hit the fan, of course, he abandoned him by saying he can come to his future events. We have the footage right here, so let's check it out. And then I want to give some thoughts on the whole idea of content creation versus friendship and creators collabing that are supposedly friends, and how that can put you in a tough spot and what you should do in those scenarios depending on how you go about collabing. But first, let's check out these videos. Okay, so here we have Exhibit A. It's a tweet from a guy named Yeet. His ad is up 2,000. Actually, that says 20,000. But LSF is calling out Ludwig for ignoring concerns he might have been enabling Mango's alcoholism until it became a PR issue. So let's check out the first clip. This is the night of the event. Mango was there drinking and other guests are in attendance. Let's check this out and take a listen. Let me maximize it and let's go.
Okay, Mango is like an alcoholic. Mango can drink 30 beers and act the same he does off no beers. He's a machine of a man.
He said he had 7 beers already today.
If you ask him how many beers he's had lifetime, it's probably above 10,000.
So wait. He just said that Mango acts the same when he's under the influence and when he's not. The girls pretty much asked how much has he had to drink, because Ludwig said that Mango had 7 beers today. So he's already endorsing him right now. He's basically saying, hey, I know he's drinking a lot, but this is Mango. This is what he does. Let's continue.
He's the two-time champion. He's never lost.
Whoa, hold on. She actually asked him, aren't you enabling him? So she, let's go back and check that out.
Of 10,000.
He said, isn't this event, and she said, isn't this event enabling him? That's what she asked him. So pretty much she's calling him to the carpet right now.
He's a two-time champion. He's never lost.
We gotta do PB! Guys, Mango just blew a .25!
Mango just blew a .25. They're celebrating how drunk he is right now. They're literally celebrating, well, I'm not gonna say they are. Ludwig is, and the room is clapping because they're trying to stay within the festivities of the event, but he's pretty much announcing to the room that he's blackout drunk. Let's keep it going.
Mango just blew a .32.
Mango just threw a .32, so now he's even more drunk. So as the video progresses, it's just talking about how Ludwig keeps showing off that Mango is more and more drunk. Let's keep it going. It's still 30 seconds left in this clip. We're only halfway through.
Hey, everybody! Mango just blew a .32!
Now, hold on. I'm trying to peep the vibe of the room. The guys are kind of cheering and celebrating. This guy's smiling. This smile looks fake. That guy back there isn't smiling. This girl right here, she's not reacting to the scenario. That's a fake smile. This looks like a genuine smile. I don't know who that is. This guy isn't reacting. Let's keep going. Here's Mango in the middle celebrating his Wario outfit.
To be clear, that is dangerous.
No, so look, so you can kind of see the hints around the room. The other girl said, isn't this event enabling him? And then this guy right here, I don't know who he is because I don't keep up with these streamers. He says, that's not something to celebrate. This is dangerous. Let's go back and check it out right quick.
To be clear, that is dangerous. That's not good.
Just to be clear, that is dangerous. That's not good. He's calling it out. So he sees the writing on the wall.
That's not good. That's not good. That's dangerous. Let's up those numbers!
Let's up those numbers. He blew a .32. The homie said, that is not good. That is dangerous. This is not a good thing. Ludwig says, let's up those numbers. You caught in 4K out here, my boy.
Oh, shit. Everybody, get your second race ready to go.
Wait, do it. Oh, sorry.
Wait. Is he humping Ludwig? What's going on right here?
Get your second race ready to go.
Wait, do it.
I can't tell if he's just holding them or he's humping them. Where I'm from, my homies, we not embracing each other in this way. Mega pause, mega pause. Too much sausaging going on right now.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I thought you were Mango. I got confused.
Oh, fucking me.
I thought you were Mango. Hold on, what did she say? What joke did she tell?
Oh, shit. Everybody, get your second race ready to go.
Wait, do it. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I thought you were Mango. I got confused.
Oh, fucking me. You just fucked me from behind.
Oh, so he is humping them. She said, I thought you were Mango. I got you confused. I couldn't tell what type of joke she was trying to tell, but then Ludwig acknowledged that he's probably humping them. Hold it, one more time.
Wait, do it. Oh, sorry.
Y'all boys too freaky for me.
I thought you were Mango. I got confused.
Oh, fucking me. You just fucked me from behind. Get off me. Oh, my God. He thrust so nicely.
He said he's fucking me from behind. Get off me. He thrust so nicely. So at the very least, he's acknowledging the humping. And this doesn't include the other clips where he's been humping all night. But this is the main point of these clips is to show that Ludwig knows he's fucked up and he's encouraging it. Okay, so that's all he pretty much said, right? So that's the actual night of the event in these clips. So it's very clear Ludwig is clear. It's clear that Ludwig knows he's fucked up and he's encouraging more fucked uppiness. Let me hear this conversation one more time between him and the girls if I go to the next clip.
Mango is like an alcoholic. Mango can drink
He said Mango is an alcoholic. He acknowledged that Mango is a functioning alcoholic.
30 beers and act the same.
Mango can drink 30 beers and act the same.
Does off no beers.
30 beers, 30 fucking beers. That's a whole case, bro. That's not even a whole case. A whole case is like 6 to 12 beers. I used to go to college in Wisconsin. We used to buy a 30-piece sometime for like beer pong and shit like that. He's essentially saying he can drink that by himself. That's fucking ridiculous.
He's a machine of a
He
man.
said he had 7 beers already today.
If you ask him how many beers he's had lifetime, it's probably above 10,000.
Event enabling him.
He's the two-time champion. He's never lost.
She said, isn't this event enabling him? He said he's the 2-time champion. He never lost. So we see his tone of voice in these clips, right? Now let's check out after the whole humping situation. Now let's peep how Ludwig is talking after this. Let's rewind it. Let's maximize it. And let's peep it. So this is after the situation, after the night, after the humping, after the egregious behavior. Let's check out Ludwig's tone of voice now.
So I feel really bad about that. And, I reached out to anyone who I felt might have felt uncomfortable and talked to them. But also, and I already told Mango this, I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mogul Moves events. Because, it's a privilege to go to an event, man. Like, the whole point of an event is, like, it's a fun thing to do, have a good-ass time. And if somebody appearing jeopardizes somebody else having a good time, that just can't be a thing. Now I see a lot of dialogue on like broader implications. I'm only worried about my team, my events, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't speak for the Melee community. I'm not like championing any other action. I'm
Okay, so even just listening to him say that, you can see like it's weird to watch him try to address the situation while not acknowledging the role that he played in it. Now, before I address that, I want to go over one more thing because this surprised me. I saw this today. I was going to cover this video before I saw this tweet. This caught me off guard today. So Mango's wife, I didn't even know Mango was married, which is like super ironic in this whole entire situation, right? But Mango's wife called out Ludwig before either deleting or deactivating her Twitter account. I watched you on stream asking for Mango to take shots. Of course, your teeny bopper viewer wants to pretend that never happened. People were vomiting at your event. F you, Ludwig. So let me read what she says. But since I'm not bound by shit as a civilian, I fucking watched you on stream asking Mango to take shots. Of course, your little teeny bopper viewer bitch ass wants to pretend that never happened. People were vomiting at your event and you never once decided to pull. I can't see more because she already deleted, so this is a screenshot. I hope you enjoy your grace for banning Mango while encouraging him to get fucking wasted. Fuck you, Lud. Word for word, I need a shot. Where is Mango? Okay. Now, this is what I wanted to address right here, right? Because this is super wild to me. So let's take a minute and discuss the idea of friends and content creators. The whole idea of friends and content creators is so funny to me because people ask me to do collabs at different times. And obviously I'm in the gaming scene, so my collabs are more based around playing the game together, getting on the mic together. Sometimes we'll do interviews and like podcast style content. It just depends on what it is. And like the main people I'm known for collabing with recently are Sikander. We had a nice collab recently. I've collabed with Ninja Killer a few times, Mortal Kombat fighting game player, Tekken fighting game player, for guys who don't know on this channel. Mike Hollow, who Mike shares his opinions on a lot of different events. He probably actually covers a broader range of things than I do, but he shares some very strong opinions on different things. Some people love him, some people hate him. And MK Tom Brady, who has all the Mortal Kombat knowledge in the world, but he gets hated on a lot because he shares a bunch of strong opinions, but he's very informed on the things that he talks about, but still people hate on him, right? So recently, these are the main people I'm known collaborating with. And sometimes other creators ask me for collabs. Sometimes I reach out to other people for collabs. But I kind of have this thing in place, and it's for this very reason. I tend to only try to do collaborations with people who I would assume we would be able to have a beer together and have a good time, which is ironic because this whole entire video is about pretty much Ludwig letting Mango have too much beer. But I mean, at the same time, Mango's a grown man who has to be responsible for his own actions. But the shady part of it all is abandoning your homie and kind of like leaving him out on the ledge when you kind of help walk him out there. So the thing is, when it comes to content creation and collabs, I try to only do collaborations with people who I feel would be respectful or decent in real life that we get along with. Now, of course, some of my quote unquote collaborator friends, associates, etc., they might share opinions that might be a little bit harsh. I might share opinions that might be harsh. I might use language that some feel are harsh or phobic in some type of ways, depending on where you stand on the side of fence of things. Not saying that I like consciously do that or that my friends that I collaborate consciously do that, but I accept the fact that everybody comes from different backgrounds and different places. Your opinions can all be different. The language that you choose to use can all be different, right? But what you can't do is conduct yourself in a way that is dangerous to others or makes other people uncomfortable, such as women, like in the way that Mango did this, right? But my point is this. My reason for like highlighting that part is this, right? We all have different personalities and we all go about different things in different ways. We all address certain things in different ways. But for the most part, everybody that I would collaborate with, I would 100% expect to act decent in a public setting with, whatever people are around. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going to do nothing to embarrass themselves. They aren't going to do anything to embarrass me. And the opinions that they stand on that could be controversial, if they truly stand on those opinions from an organic place, it is what it is. We might not agree on everything, but I would expect them all to be decent people. My point for saying this is because in this scenario, Ludwig looks fake as fuck. And my thing is, if I got friends that I collaborate with, if they do something fucked up that we have to address, I would address them in private. I'm not going to throw them under the bus in public. If anything, if one of my partners put themselves in a fucked up spot and they somebody I'm known for being tight with, I might not speak on it publicly. Now, you might get some backlash for that. And obviously on a case-by-case scenario, those things could be different. But the thing is, you don't want to be collabing with people that you would throw under the bus at the drop of a dime, because it's just for two reasons. First of all, it makes you look fucked up because you're abandoning somebody who might need your support, that you understand the position they're in because you have an audience. And secondly, it's like, it just feels foul internally to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? If one of your closest homeboys do some shit and put themselves in a fucked up situation, at the very least, just don't address it in the public. If you feel like that you have to address it in the public because your viewers are coming at you, hey, just keep it real. That's my friend. I would rather not speak on that publicly. At the end of the day, that is a friend of mine, and I want to have his back, or at least give him the grace to get through the situation on its own. Now, if he does something heinous and outrageous, then of course I could kind of see it. But in this scenario, you can say that Mango did something heinous and outrageous or extremely embarrassing, but the problem is Ludwig 100% directly facilitated that. Like, it'd be one thing if he just drank too much and it's like, oh, he's doing wild shit that's out of pocket. But the thing is, you're bragging on his alcoholism. And so this is what's fucked up, because it's like, You're in a lose-lose situation. You're bragging on his alcoholism. It comes back to bite you in the ass. Now you got to pull a PR move of kicking him off of shit, but you just looked fake as fuck. And deep down, even if Mango was like your friend, it changes the relationship because eventually he's going to want to come back into the scene. He's going to try to redeem himself. When he redeems himself, people are going to look at you and say, well, you're only standing next to him now because he's back on top. But in reality, you could have had his back right now. The better thing to do would be like, you know what? I apologize for the role I played in it. I didn't know it was going to get that out of hand. You know, and I could even understand you not inviting him to the events because maybe he needs to like lay low for a second and just like let somebody he go off, go work on himself, you know, develop some more positive habits. But it looks fucked up for you to kind of just like throw your homie under the bus and say, well, I'm only worried about my events. I'm only worried about my team. I'm only worried about everybody else being comfortable. No, you're not. You threw your homeboy under the bus. Like for all the cats I just mentioned that I collaborate with, if we ever had like events in person and we got to hang out and like have a beer and have a good time and something like that, and then by some chance one of them did something or I did something that caught some heat, I would hope that they would have my back or at the very least just choose to be neutral in public and talk to me in private. Hey, Lou, bro, you know, we want to see you bounce back, bro. You know, you shouldn't have did that dumbass shit. You shouldn't have said that dumbass shit. We want to see you bounce back, but we still got your back. Like a lot of people, a lot of times, like when me and Mike have a difference of opinion, and the reason I use Mike Hollow for this particular example is because of all my collaborative friends, he's the one that does like the most diverse content. So he can say something that people would attack him for, or like they might come to my page and say, hey, did you see what Mike said about this? Or what do you like? I've had people come ask me, what do you think about Mike Hollow? And I think it's such a weird question because I'm like, that's my dog. Like, I don't keep up with everything that he may say online, you know what I'm saying? Which I'm sure he doesn't do the same thing with me. But if ever there was a scenario where somebody was going at Mike in a negative way or trying to do like a hit piece on Mike or saying some foul shit about him, I would have his back because that's somebody I built a good rapport with. And if Mike ever put himself in a position where there was some heat on him, I would have his back in like whatever reasonable capacity that I could. So I'm not saying that to speak it into existence. I'm just using him as an example once again because he covers so many topics that like people try to like hate on him for like different reasons. But the guys that I do collabs with, I think they're all good guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they're all good guys. I don't think we all have the same opinions about everything, but I think they're all good guys. And I would never expect them to put themselves in this situation. And if for whatever reason we put ourselves in a situation where we look bad and the other person helped facilitate that, I would hope they wouldn't just throw me under the fucking bus. And that's what I look at when I see Ludwig. And like, this is the worst part about being a content creator because most guys aren't in it to build real relationships, like build real communities. It's all about like brand deals and dollar amounts and view counts and shit like that. So it's fucked up to see you just throw your homie under the bus. Now, granted, I'm not blaming Ludwig at all for Mango's behavior, but it's the fact that you facilitated in it and then you would just 100% abandon him rather than saying, hey, that's my boy. I know he fucked up. You know what I'm saying? He got to do some work. We probably pull back on the drinking, try to make better decisions and so on. But to just act like he's not your man's, like he's supposed to be your homeboy. And I'm sure, as I've said multiple times, I'm not defending Mango's behavior, but however, humans aren't built to go through life being criticized in front of the entire world. So it's kind of like if you help facilitate in his behavior, at the very least have your boy's back while he's going through it. You ain't gotta stand with your shoulder around him, but it's kind of like think about the Michael B. Jordan situation where he did the Creed movie with what's my man's name? Jonathan, I forgot his last name. What the fuck is his last name? I forgot his last name. What is that motherfucker last name from Creed? You know what I'm talking about? The real big dude, Jonathan something, or Jonathan Majors. I don't know why I couldn't remember his name. I think his name's Jonathan Majors, right? But I remember people were asking him like about, hey, in the future, would you guys do another movie together? And he was like, of course, that's my dog. I got his back. Now at the minute, while he had that heat on him for that domestic case or whatever, and we don't know what the details are because it looked like he was pretty innocent, but the public court of opinion tried to hang him out to dry. He pretty much just didn't speak on it. I would rather you just not speak on it, but to speak on it and throw me under the bus, it's just a shady look. Like, it's a shady look. And to see this video where, I mean, it's not even like you're drinking with him, just fucking around. You're encouraging him to drink.
He's like an alcoholic. Mango?
You're literally acknowledging he's an alcoholic. But then in this clip, you don't even say his fucking name except for the fact that he's banned. This is the fake shit that I never want to partake in. And this is why I don't do collabs often. If I do a collab with you, I'm essentially saying I respect you as a person, or at the very least, I think you stand on what you say that you represent. What I never want to do is a collaboration with a fake motherfucker who will throw me under the bus at the sign of any heat. And I will say, for the guys that I've collabed with in recent times, when it comes to Tom Brady, when it comes to Mike Hollow, when it comes to Sikander, when it comes to my dog God Cial, who's a smaller creator that some of you guys might not know, when my homeboy Bring It 215, a lot of these cats that you see me regularly playing the game with or regularly on the microphone with, it's because I would have a beer with them in real life. Like, a lot of times people come to my streams, hey Lou, why you don't play viewers more often? You always playing with your friends. Because the people that I'm playing with, I expect them to just be decent people. Outside of like not clout chasing off me, not throwing me under the bus, not stabbing me in the back. Well, I've had other people who you show them some love one time, and the first opportunity that they get to stab you in the back, they'll do it. Or like maybe it was people I may have played with in the past and their channels didn't grow and mine started to grow some, and now they come back to me feeling like I owe them something because I'm putting work on my channel. And if I don't do something with them that gives them a good look, or they feel like I'm not showing enough love, in their opinion, now it's fuck me. But it's only because my channel's grown, right? So my thing when it comes to this type of scenario, I've been on this side of the fence just on a smaller capacity, where somebody said that they cool with me and they support my shit, but they really just support my shit for what they can get in return. And that's why this looks really nasty to me with Ludwig, because it's like, you encourage them to drink, you encourage them to party, you encourage them to wild out, to the point that the girl even said in the video, isn't this event enabling him? And on top of him being enabled, not only was he enabled, he was encouraged, because every time you wanted to have a drink, you let him drink with you. He was doing all that weird ass humping all night, to the point he even humped you, but because you're a guy, it didn't go viral. But the very second it goes viral, because he does it to the wrong person, now all of a sudden, I only care about my events, I only care about my team, I only care about my people. This is nasty shit. And it's like, this is the scariest part about trying to be a content creator and grow your shit, because eventually, if you grow enough, you will have to respond to different corners of the internet. But you would hope that you would have a chance to still be organic to who you are. But this is nasty work. Like, if I was cool with somebody, like let's say like I'm somebody else who fuck with Ludwig and I had some type of relationship with him and I did business with him, this would make me look at him funny. Now, we might still be able to do business if we're just strictly on a business basis and that line is drawn. But if you're supposed to be my dog, I could never trust you on a friendship level knowing this is how you do people. Because granted, Mango's responsible for his own behavior, but he 100% encouraged this. And now that it got out and it looks bad PR-wise, he just abandoned dude, just threw him under the bus. At the very least, you could just say, yo, this is my friend. He made a mistake. You know, I hope that he get the help that he needs and I'll support him along the way. Be a fucking friend. Don't just abandon the motherfucker in his darkest moment and say, well, I only care about my team. Because from my perspective, if you drinking with somebody like that and you partying like that and you speaking on their behalf about they the two-time champion of drinking and they can have 30 beers and act normal, they've had 10,000 beers of their whole life. To me, that sounds like a friend. That sounds like you spent ample amount of times with this guy and this guy is your friend. He's not your content creation buddy. He sounds like an actual friend, but then when the heat gets too hot, you just throw him under the bus. And this like the fake shit that I don't want to be around. And anytime you see me do a collab, I would expect that at the very least, if these guys are my friends, I would expect them to have my back based on character. Because when we did a collab, I don't do collabs where I clout chase or I'm like looking for a gotcha moment. I do collabs with dudes I have genuine respect for, or I feel like that we kind of walk the same path to some extent, even if all our opinions aren't the same. So when one of them catch some heat, I'm gonna have they back. Now, if they do something extremely heinous where there's no defending it, I just might not speak on it, because at the end of the day, you never really know who somebody is behind closed doors. But you would hope that at the very least that you have people's back and they have yours, because it's so many fake motherfuckers on the internet trying to get views. I would never want to be associated with somebody who would just throw me under the bus like this at the first sign of heat, especially if they had partaken in the exact heat that I walked into. I would hate to see, oh, you gonna just leave me hanging. Like, this some whack shit. So who knows? I don't know if I'm ever going to cover this again. Who knows what the future developments could be. But when I saw this video of him encouraging the drinking, like when I saw the video of him like cutting him off, I'm like, okay, cool, I understand, it's hot. But then when I saw this video of them drinking together, it's like, oh wait, this ain't just a dude that you know that was at the party. This your dog, this your homie, and you left him out hanging to dry. That's fucked up. Like, there's a part of me that feels bad for Mango, because granted, he did do something really fucking stupid, but when you start to see the details come out about it, it's like, oh, a lot of y'all kind of helped them do some stupid shit. The main people who were innocent in this scenario were the women. But everybody else in the room, except that one guy who legit said on camera, hey, this isn't a good idea. This isn't a good thing. But everybody else in the room, outside of the women, they was cheering. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. As I said, again, the guys who I do collaborations with, I respect them. I think that they some real cats. And at the very least, if they got into a fucked up spot or got some heat on them, I would have their back to a reasonable extent, as long as what they did wasn't like some over-the-top, immoral, heinous shit. But if they just like made a mistake, or maybe they had a strong stance or a controversial opinion, and some people didn't like that, I'm going to have their back. But to see Ludwig just abandon his homeboy when he's part of the reason his homeboy walked into that scenario, it's crazy to see. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Didn't mean to rant for 15 minutes, but hey, it is what it is. So the next time, it's your boy Streets. I am gone. Peace. Phony as hell, bro. Phony as hell.
Fight.
Stop!